let's go to the home of the great Chuck Liddell, San Luis Obispo, California, and talk to Jessica. Hey, Jessica, what's up?
Hi, John. How are you?
So good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
So what in the world is going on?
Well, I have a question for you of how to handle my husband. Basically, back in 2000...
I don't know.
Are you laughing?
Oh, the way you asked that was incredible.
Sorry. Back in 2007, my husband and I were in a situation where we had 4 kids and we had paid off our house. So we were in a really good situation. So I wanted to work part-time. And so we were both working part-time and it was working. And then I wanted to get a bigger house. So I made a deal with him. I said, if we can get a bigger house, I'll go back to work full-time and then you can go and be a stay-at-home dad again. So we did that. And now it's 2022. The kids are older. The youngest are in 10th and 12th grade. And I would like him to go back to work. And he refuses. He says, no, you made a deal and you have to stick to it.
You made a deal? Was this Vegas? What? You made a deal? Nope, you pinky sweared.
The deal was I wanted a bigger house. He was happy with the little house. I said, you know, I felt suffocated. I felt like a rat who was going to, you know, like go crazy one day in that tiny house. So I said, okay, if we get a bigger house, I'll go back to work full time and then you can stay at home with the kids. And now that the kids are older, they don't need him anymore at home. He needs to go in and be, you know, providing for the family too.
Oh, man.
And he refuses. He says, no, you made a deal. We're going to stick to it. The kids need me. And I say, no, they don't need you. They're in 12th grade and 10th grade, and they're good. They don't drink. They don't smoke. They don't do drugs. They don't have sex. They don't get in trouble with the police. We've done our job.
Jessica, they do all of those things. They just don't tell you. I'm totally kidding.
No, they don't.
I'm totally kidding.
I know they don't.
I'm totally kidding. So, there's something way beneath this.
Yes, there's lots of things way beneath this. Trust me.
I can feel it through the phone. Can I just cut? Yes. Can I cut to it and you tell me if I'm wrong? You absolutely, in no way, shape, form, or fashion, do you have an ounce of respect for this man?
That's the problem. And he wants me to respect him and to do what he says. And he gets a little, he's not like mean, but you know, he knows that I don't give him the respect that I should as a Christian wife. And the reason is because it's very hard to respect a man who doesn't want to take care of himself or his family the way that I assume that a man should want to do.
So let's take the Christian wife baggage off of this for a second. Let's just talk about human dignity. Okay.
Okay.
This is a guy. I was going to ask you, tell me about his physicality.
Yes, that is another problem. Is the reason why I want him to go back to work is basically because for the whole, we've been married almost 27 years. And for the past 27 years, I've always been the one to provide the health benefits through my working places. And it's really frustrating to me because he's overweight and he refuses to lose his weight. He just thinks it's funny. And he has type 2 diabetes, and he's expensive. And I feel that it's unfair that I'm shelling out an extra $6,000 a year to help pay for his medicine, and he won't even, you know, provide for the cost of, you know, if he had a job in California working 30 hours a week, you get benefits. So even if he worked,
I don't
care where he works.
This isn't about that. So let me hear me say as clearly as I can. He needs to get his butt off the couch and contribute. Okay?
Yes.
Period.
But I can't do it.
Full stop. He's got to get off his butt and contribute. Contribution looks different in all sorts of ways, but he's got to contribute. But you're talking about a vicious shame and blame cycle that y'all two have created. And this is probably a 25-year dance where why in the world would he want to participate in home building relationship connectivity with somebody who acts like his mom, who's always on him about, you need to do this and you do this and this isn't what I signed up for and you're not the kind of man or whatever. And why in the world would you want to create a world with a guy who's literally killing himself slowly?
Yeah.
Diseases of despair. This is a long-tail suicide. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to have any purpose. I'm going to sit around here and I'm going to eat. I'm not going to exercise. My body's just going to fall apart on me. Why would you want to connect to that? You see, like, both of you are plugs and you've got those plug covers that you put when there's newborns in the house. It's just not happening. And now you get into this world of blame and finger pointing because you don't like who you've become. He doesn't like who he's become, but there's nobody there to anchor into because it's just this loop-de-loop-de-loop-de-loop. Have you found somebody else?
Nope.
Over 25 years?
Nope.
So walk me through how lonely it's been for a quarter of a century.
Well, it's not that lonely. Don't forget we have 4 kids.
No. That's not intimacy. Those are kids.
True. Well, actually, we do have a lot of things in common that we do like to do together. And we do have.
But you can distract yourselves. And he's probably funny. And he's probably fun to be around. And y'all both like watching NASCAR or whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
But you don't like him.
Well, I don't know. I mean, he says that sometimes. He's like, I don't think you like me. So
that's because you don't.
You're onto something
I just met you. You don't like him. You don't like him.
Okay.
And
so now what?
He may not. Say it. And he may not be likable. And so whenever we run up against this dance, somebody has to say, enough. I'm stopping this. I'm stopping the dance. But here's the thing. You cannot stop the dance through finger pointing and grenade throwing. You can only stop the dance by saying, what can I control in this dance? And the only thing you can control is you.
Okay. So what do I do?
You don't like you either.
Okay.
Is that true or am I wrong? Maybe you like you. You don't like who you've become.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't think I don't like me. I think I feel like I got the short end of the stick.
That's right. You're this perpetual victim. You don't like where your life has ended up. And it's everybody else's fault. And you got a husband who's not doing anything. So there is some contribution there. Make no mistake.
Okay.
But what I want you to do is to stop looking externally for the solutions to why you feel the way you feel inside. And instead say, what can I control in this situation? When's the last time I exercised? When's the last time I sat down and said, the way you treat me and you, a guy I love, the way you treat yourself breaks my heart. And I can't do anything about it. So I'm through fighting you. I'm through yelling at you. I'm not going to sit here and just watch you die, which is what you're doing. You're killing yourself in our living room. I can't be a part of that. I'm out. What's kept you from doing that?
Actually, we just had this conversation not that long ago. So I did explain to him that, he wasn't contributing enough and it's not fair to me. And I trust me, we fight about the exercise and the losing weight a lot. And I do exercise. So, I mean, I've exercised to the, I was doing the whole over 10,000 steps a day for a long, long time. So I do exercise and hike and all of that, my personal self.
I got that. But listen, you started the conversation with him about this isn't fair to me. That's
correct.
That's a victim language.
Right.
It's not power owning language. I want you to take your power back and to say I want you to take ownership of your.
Well, see, here's the problem that I'm having.
Okay.
So you know how you said that I was like being the mother to him?
Mm-hmm.
He hates it when he's like, you're trying to be the boss. You're trying to be in charge of everything around here. And that's not your role. And I say, yes, I know. And he's like, I'm in charge, blah, 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 blah.
What?
Which is...
Listen, y'all have a screwed up power dynamic. It's you versus him. And it's got to be y'all together.
Exactly. And that's the thing. So that's why...
So stop fighting. You can't win this. 26 years. Try something new.
Okay.
26
so what
years.
do I do?
Try something new.
Because here's what I've tried in the past.
Okay.
I've tried just shutting up and saying nothing. I've tried being a complete bitch. I've tried just doing my own thing. I've tried just pretending in my head that he's on disability and there's something wrong with him, to just suck it up and do it. I've tried pretending like he's hired help and his job is to take care of the kids, so you can't expect anything else. Like, I've tried all of these things in my head, done the mental gymnastics.
But the one thing all those things mentioned you and mentioned him. Talking about you.
Okay. So tell me what I need to do, because I don't know what else to do, because I do work all day and then come home and do, he does a lot. He does, make the dinners, and he does, do stuff like that. He takes the kids to school and he does do the grocery shopping and stuff like that. He doesn't do nothing completely, but
okay, so
the problem is that he's trying to control the money too, saying that I shouldn't buy this, I shouldn't do this because blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, well, if you had a job, then we would have the money to do that. And we have money. That's what's frustrating.
When I was, 22, 23, college, I thought I was Mr. MMA guy. And I thought honor and power and strength was about flexing all the time. I was always on the lookout for who's disrespecting who and who can I protect, and did you look at my wife? I was that guy. What an idiot.
Yeah.
What an idiot. And then after I spent a few years with professional fighters, their job, their paycheck is punching other people in the face for money. I realized a few things. Number one, you never know. One of the worst beatings I ever took in my life in training was from a 5'3" nurse named Mateo, and he worked me over sideways. I still remember it. And here's what it did. It humbled me in a dramatic way. And I started thinking, if I wait until there's a altercation, which by the way never happens, if I wait for an altercation to display to my wife that I love her, what a loser I am. So then I just started displaying love to my wife all the time. And what that freed me from was having to flex it. I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm going home. This is stupid. I'm leaving you. Say whatever you want about me and my family. Congratulations. I hope you have a great day. I'm out of here. That's not honor. That's not integrity. That's cowardice and being a child. So here's what I'm telling you. When I walked through the world looking for, oh yeah, that's not right. Step up. All I could see all day long was that nonsense. And then when I said, dude, I'm just not. I'm out. I can't describe the peace. I just don't. I don't fight. Have a good day. Right? And here's what I'm telling you that. At some point, you've got to... So
basically you're saying to look for the good and not the bad.
You have to have an or what moment, and you haven't had it yet.
Okay. What does that mean?
Are you going to leave?
No.
Ever?
No.
There we are.
So just suck it up.
No. Suck it up is different than make peace.
Okay.
Okay? Suck it up is different than make peace. Suck it up is I'm going to grit my teeth. I'm going to grind my way through this. And peace is I really love you. And I hate the fact that you're killing yourself in our house. We have these goals together. Let's dream about what this could look like. Not about what's fair to me and fair to you. And who gets to control this and control that. Let's dream about what this could look like. And
well, what if we have different goals? Like he's completely satisfied with the status quo of his health. He's completely satisfied with the status quo of how he keeps house. He doesn't think that it needs repairs and things like that. And you know, I would like to have people over to the house, but because he's so messy, I can't.
why are you staying in this marriage?
Well, it's not a reason to get a divorce just because somebody's messy. You know what I mean? That's not a thing that you would get a divorce over.
I know, but it's a thing that you are killing yourself over. The rage and the anger and the frustration and the constant is killing you.
Yeah, but that's not, I mean, there are lots of people who have messy spouses who don't get divorced over that. That's not a reason to get a divorce.
So what is his behavior trying to tell you?
He's happy. He sees nothing wrong with the way it is. He doesn't think that his dad was very messy, so he's very messy. So when he looks at the mess, he doesn't see it the way I look at it. And then he thinks that I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses and trying to impress somebody. No, I just want to be normal. I'm not trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Well, and your picture of normal, and again, I'm not in your house, I can't see it, and this may be a totally different conversation, but y'all have a different definition of what's normal. And here's the thing, have you heard me talk about pictures and words?
No.
So one of the chief challenges with all marriages is that we think in pictures, but we speak in words. And you look at him, and you have a picture of a lazy, respect-free slob who is wasting his life and is keeping you from having community and friends because of how he lives.
Yes.
That's a picture. And your picture, in your words you use to communicate that are, you're not healthy. You're a bum. What are you doing? And he's got a picture of what happy looks like. And that is, I don't even have to get a job. My life's awesome. I made a deal 30 years ago. This is incredible. And it's cool. My wife and I have some good laughs and some good fun. I saw how my dad did it, and that's pretty much what's happening here. I got great kids. We're doing something right. I'm good. And what you haven't done for him, you're using the same words, and you're just going right past each other. And so you got to paint a picture. Here is not, like when you say, I just want to be normal. He's saying, I've got a picture of normal, and this is it. And you're saying, I've got a picture of normal, and it looks like her house, or that guy's house, or it feels like people come over, and I'm not embarrassed.
Correct.
And so what you guys have to do, you got to do this, is y'all have to go spend some time together painting a picture. Here's what this means for me. And here's what this means for him. And what I'm telling you is this. If he looks at your picture and says, I will never do that. I don't love it. It's exhausting. I'm scared. I'm something. I will never do that. Then you, Jessica, have a decision to make. One of three choices. I'm going to nag him until he dies. I'm just going to continue to lean in, poke, say it, be frustrated, be angry. You can leave him, which I don't think is the right move. Or you can say, I love you enough to not let you just die like this, but I also know I can't make you work. I can't make you be a participant in this home. And it breaks my heart, and I'm sorry. My picture for us is that we have people over and the house looks like this, and here's an actual picture. My picture is that my husband doesn't have type 2 diabetes because he doesn't take care of his body. He's not a good steward of it. My picture is not that you treat me fairly, that you get your job and I get my job and I've been giving you health insurance. My picture is that we get back to laughing really hard and that you like me again and I like you again. And so the only thing I can control here is that I'm just going to start liking you again for all of your quirks and weirdness and whatever. I am going to hire somebody to clean the house because I want people over. and you refuse to do that. So I'm going to hire somebody to clean the house. And that's going to cut into some of your video game time or your whatever time. And I am going to fill in the blank. I'm going to start backfilling some of these things. And you can choose to look at him as a leech, as somebody who is sucking your soul out of your life. And he might be. But if you're not going to leave, then you can either choose to make peace with what is, or continue to go to war inside your body every single day. And what I'm telling you is not just give up and I'm just going to cut ties, whatever. No, I'm going to start loving the guy just in all of his goofy, annoying, heartbreaking glory. And I'm going to go about controlling the things I can control. I'm going to let him know that he's loved and that I'm heartbroken. I'm going to be frustrated, but I'm going to stop carrying that stuff around, because you're not going to go. You do love the guy. You don't like him, but you love the guy. He's the dad of your kids. He's done a good job. He's incredibly lazy, unfathomably lazy. I don't know how he got untangled from this. And by the way, you can make a new deal. You can say, all right, deal's over now. I'm making a new one. You're welcome to do that. But here's what I'm trying to get you. I'm not trying to, if he was on the phone, I can promise you I'd be letting him have it. What I want you to come to realization is that nagging, complaining, throwing stuff at people never, ever works. It doesn't work. And what it does in the process is it drags you down. And I want you to get back to somebody that you respect, that you love, that you treat with dignity. And it's not through grinding it out and exercise. That's part of it, but it's also, man, I'm going to get back to joy. What are things that bring me joy? Being here doesn't bring me joy, so I'm going to go do that stuff. Hiring somebody and having people over every Friday, that brings me joy. I'm going to start doing that. What are the things that bring you joy? Because that's all you can control, your thoughts and your actions. And let me be honest, I know this is super, super hard.